morning, students. I am NV Krishna Rao. I am handling the compiled reason for the 5th semester. So today we'll discuss LALR parsing method examples. So in the last class we discussed what is the LALR parsing method, and we have seen the procedure to construct LALR parsing method. Now we will discuss another example for constructing the LALR parsing method. Now this is the given grammar. S gives CC, C gives small c capital C gives D. Okay, this is a given grammar. So the first step in the construction of the first step in the construction of the either SLR, CLR, LALR will be adding a new production S dash gives S. Adding a new production S dash gives S. Right? Here, this is the given grammar. S gives CCC. So, this is a given grammar. So, in construction of SLR, the CLR, LALR, the first step is to add a new production. Now, first group, I0 group. First group is our I0 group. So, in I0 group, we start with our special production S dash gives dot S. We start with our special production S dash gives dot S. Right? Then, what is the locate symbol? To find the locate symbol, for the first step, we have to consider follow of S dash dollar. Follow of S dash dollar. Right? S dash gives dot S. Right? S dash gives dot S. So here we must consider follow of S dash dollar. So which results to the right dollar sign. Which results to the dollar sign. Right? So here follow of S dash dollar gives simply dollar. For the first production, we add dollar sign. Then dot S, since it is a dot S, so we add S production. Dot CC. Now this question start. What is the terminal symbols we must add? Which terminal symbols we must add? Right? What is the terminal symbols we must add? So to add this terminal symbol, we have to consider first of beta A. From this production, what is the first of beta A? The beta is epsilon. A will be the dollar sign, which results to the dollar sign. So simply we says add a dollar sign here. To consider the difference between capital S, small s, we make it as a new symbol here. Now, dot C, so add C productions. Dot C, so add C productions. Dot small c, capital C, C, D, dot D. Right? Dot D. Okay? Is it clear? Dot S, dot CC, dot terminal CC, dot D. Now, what is the terminal symbol? What is the terminal symbol? So, once again, from this production, what is the first of beta A? From this production, what is the first of beta A? So, first of capital C, dollar. First of capital C. First of C, simply it says terminal C, comma, D. So, simply we say here, simply terminal C slash D, terminal C slash D. Since the first of beta A results to the terminal C, terminal D. So, terminal C and terminal D. Okay. So, simply we add here. Right. So, capital C is called dot terminal C, C slash terminal D slash terminal D. Okay. Now, dot is followed by terminal symbols. Dot is followed by terminal symbols. So, this I0 group is completed. Our I0 group is completed. Here, the terminal symbol is followed by capital S, capital C, small c, small d. So, in this group, I0 group, the dot is followed by 4 symbols. Capital S, capital C, small c, small d. So, there will be a go-to operations. There will be go-to operations on these 4 symbols. When capital S is the symbol, go-to operation, S dash Q's S dot. Dot S become as S dot and following symbol will be the multiplication. Right? The lookat symbol will not be changed. When go-to operation is occurring, the dot S become as S dot. The dot S become S dot. Okay. S dash Q's S dot, dot S become S dot dollar. So here simply says completion of this. Now then next symbol is capital C. Dot C become as C dot C. Dot C become as C dot C. Then followed by dot. Now, if you observe, dot followed by capital variable C. So, add C productions. Add C productions. Capital C, dot small terminal C, dot. Now, what is the lookat symbol? We added the productions, right? Dot followed by variable C, so we added the productions. Then, what is the terminal symbols? From this production, what is first of beta A? So, beta is epsilon, A is dollar, so simply it is just dollar sign. So, it is dollar sign. So, here it's considered as simply dollar sign. Right? So, on capital C, SQs C dot C, comma, dollar sign. CQs dot one dollar sign, C gives dot D dollar sign. Dot followed by terminal symbols, so the group is completed, right? So I naught, now this is I1, this is I2. Now I3. Dot terminal C is the input, so C gives dot terminal C as slash comma terminal C followed by 2, right? Right? So variable C gives terminal C dot by capital C followed by C and D, right? Is it clear? Now dot followed by C, so add C productions. Add C productions. Add C productions. Now, what is the terminal symbols here? What will be the terminal symbols here? Right? What is the terminal symbols here? From this production, what will be the first of beta A? Right? So, first of beta means it will be the epsilon, it will be the small c d. So, we add both of them. We have to add both of them. Right? So, this is the completion of the, this is the completion of the our I3 group. Right? This is I3. Since dot followed by terminal symbols, there will be no addition of the productions. Right? Now, on D, C gives D dot. So, simply C gives D dot. C gives dot D as C gives D dot. This one as same symbols. Right? Dot at the end. So, no addition of the productions. And the group is completed. It is I4. Now, here I1 dot end. So, no need to, there is no go to operations. Now, on capital C, on capital C, one go to operation. In I2, there is a go to operations on capital C, small d. So, there will be 3 go to operations here. Capital C, small c, small d. On capital C, then what happened? S gives CC dot followed by dollar sign dot and so no need to add any productions. The group is completed. So this is I5. Right? On terminal C, capital S gives small c dot c followed by CID, which results to right, which results to dot C as C dot followed by capital B. Now dot C add C productions. Add C productions. Okay, and C productions. Okay, then here from this production, what is first of beta A? Means dollar and epsilon and dollar, which gives only the dollar sign. So we include dollar and dollar. So this group is completed because dot followed by terminal symbols, dot followed by terminal symbols. So the group is completed. Dot followed by, dot followed by, dot followed by terminal symbols. The group is completed. Right? So simply we say is as ICS. Okay. Okay. Then I2 on D simply says D gives D dot. Dot D become as D dot followed by terminals. Okay. Simply followed by the dollar sign. Okay. Now the question lies. C gives D dot as simply dollar sign. Okay. We say it is as I7. Since dot and you don't have any go to operations. Next, I2 is over. I3. Here on capital C, dot C become as C dot and terminal symbol C and D. Dot and add, no need to add new productions. Okay, capital variable C equal to terminal C followed by C dot gives small c slash D. Okay, next. On terminal C, when you observe on the terminal C, we'll get the same productions of this group only. So simply we say C gives dot CC as C gives C dot C with the terminal symbols terminal C and D. So I3 on terminal C will be the same group, right? So I3 on terminal C will be the I3 only. Next, C I3 on D. I3 on D will go to the I4 because I3 on the terminal D it become as dot D as D dot the production of I4 only. If you observe the lookout symbol also will be the same. So I3 on D will go to the I4 only. Right? I3 on D will go to the I4. Okay? Is it clear? I3 over I4. I4 has dot at the end, so there no go to operations. Then I5. In I5, dot at the end, dot at the end, so there are no go to operations. Right? This is I8. Next, I6. In I6, there will be three go to operations for the three symbols: capital C, variable C, terminal C, terminal D. I6 on variable C, on terminal C, on terminal D, they will be go to operations. So on variable C, it will be as C gives dot $. This is I9. Now, then on small c, we'll get the same group. Because if dot terminal C capital C will become as terminal C dot capital C. So you will get the same group. You will get the same group. Now here I6 on D go to the I7. I6 on D goes to the I7. I6 on D go to the I7. Right? Then I7. I7 dot at the end. I7 dot at the end. So dot at the end. So it doesn't have any go to operations. I8. I8 dot at the end. So no go to operations. I9 dot at the end. So no go to operation. So if you observe, all the productions of the grammar ended with the dot at the end. So there are no more go to operations here. No more go to operations here. Right? Now, if it is a canonical LR, if the canonical LR, we have to consider all the groups I0 to I9. But in LALR, we'll check. In LALR, we will check all the groups, finding the which groups have the same productions, which have the different productions. Right? So we want to check to find the similar production groups. Right? Now, if you observe here, I not differentiate, it different. I1 is different. I2 also, it is different. I3 and I6. I3 and I6. The productions are the same. The productions are the same. Symbols are the different. Right? So by combining the I3 and I6, we'll get a new group that C gives small c dot C slash small c small d $sign, and C gives small c small c d $sign. Then C gives dot D. Right? So here in the resultant group, it consists of the union of all the locate symbols of the both the groups. So I3 has the locate symbol small c small d. I6 has the locate symbol is dollar sign. So all the three we have to combine here. Right? Next. I3 and I6 is over. Then, if you observe other groups, I4 and I7, I4 and I7, both have the same production. I4 and I7 both have the same production, but the locate symbols are the same. Both have the same, but locate symbols are the different. So, C gives T dot, right, followed by all the union of locate symbols of the both the groups C, D and dollar sign. Now, next, if we check I8 and I9, if we check I8 and I9, if we check I8 and I9, the productions are the same. The productions are the same, but locate symbols are the different. The productions are the same. The locate symbols are the different. So we can combine that I8 and I9 as C gives small c, capital C, dot, and all the three symbols. So I3 6, I4 7, I8 9 is the new groups. So we can remove the 6, 7 and 9. Okay, we can eliminate 6, 7 and 9 states. We can eliminate 6, 7, 9 states. Okay. So in if a canonical LR, there will be 9 states, 10 states, 0 to I0 to I9. But in LALR, it will be only 7 states. 3 states, state 6, state 7, state 9, we can be eliminated. Right? So from this one, we will construct our LALR parsing table. So LALR parsing table. LALR parsing table. So what are the states now we have? 0 state, 1 state, 2 state, 3 state, 4 state, 5 state, 6 is combined with 3, 4 is combined with 7, then 8 is combined with 9. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 states. That 10 states are reduced to 7 states. Okay. Now, here, what are the terminal symbols we have? What are the variables we have? Small c, small d and dollar sign. Then what are the variables we have? Capital S, capital C. That are the variables. So the variables considered as a go-to table, and terminals are considered as action table. Right? The terminals are considered as action table. Okay? Okay, is it clear? Now, I not, there are 4 go-to operations on S, on variable S, going to 1, going to I1, right? Then, on variable C is going to I2, right? Is going to I2. On terminal C, going to 3. Terminal means action part. We have to write S3. Shift 3. In action table, we write as S3 shift 3. Then, on terminal D, it is I4, right? I4, terminal, so action part. Action part means S4, shift 4, right? Shift 4, S3, S4, shift 4. Okay? Then, I1, S just gives S dot, dollar sign, and dot it, and it is a special production. Then I1 and dollar is accept. It is a dot and it is a special production. So 1 and dollar is accept. Okay. Then I2 has 3 go-to operations. On C is I5. On C it is 5. On terminal C I6. On terminal C means action part. Action part means shift S6. Right? S6 means S36. Here it is a 36. Here it is a 47. Right? We have to write the combined states. Right? Then on D is going to I7. I7 means shift 47. Right? There is no 7, there is no 4. There is a 47 is there. So we write as 47. Now I3 on variable C going to I8. I8 on which symbol? C. What is state? 36. 36 on C, it is 8, 9. Okay. Next. Here I3 on terminal C is going to the same group. Right? I3 on terminal C is going to the same group. Right? So simply we write as shift 3, 6. Then on D, I3 on D is going to 4. I4. I4 means I47. Terminal, so S 47. Okay. Now next I4. Right? I4 dot and I4 is changed as I47. what is the production number? 3. Third production. What are the symbols we have? We have the symbols CD dollar. So reduce production number 3, reduce production number 3, reduce production number 3. Right? We are writing reduce production number 3 for all the lookout symbols. I47, the lookout symbols are C, D and dollar. So on all the 3 columns we write the reduce production number 3. Then I5 dot end. What is the production number? 1. Dot end. What is the production number? 1. What is the lookout symbol? It is a dollar. The lookout symbol is dollar. Right? So here $5 we write reduce the production number. We have to write reduce the production number 1. Reduce the production number 1. Then 6th I6. I6 on C going to I9 is already I9. Then on is D going to I6. S on terminal C 6. So 36 is there. On D going to I7. So it's going to I47. Shift 47. So 6 state considered all its entries. Then I7 dot end, right? Is a dollar sign. So we have written reduce production number 3. Right? Reduce production number 3. Then I8 dot end. I8 dot end. So here dot end. What is the production number? 2. Second production. What are the symbols we have? 8 and 9 both are combined. So that lookout symbols are the CD dollar. Right? So write the reduce production number 2 for all the terminals. For all the terminal symbols. For all the terminal symbols C, D, dollar. In the 3 columns, we are writing reduce the production number 2. Right? Reduce production number 2. 8, 9. Right? Is it clear? Now, if we consider I9, the production is second production. The terminal is dollar sign. We are combined it with the 8th state. So already we include it. So this is the resultant. This is the resultant LALR parsing table. It has less number of states than the canonical LALR parsing table, and it will have the same number of states as the SLR for the same grammar. Right? So here we must construct canonical LR closure groups and go-to actions, go-to operations, and we have to find which groups have the same production and different, which groups has the same production and different terminal symbols. Different terminal symbols. So simply write, combine both the groups because of the productions are the same and union of the terminal symbols in the both the groups. So in one group C and D terminals and in another group dollar sign is a terminal. So we simply combine all the 3 terminals. Right? So here it results I3 and I6 we combined it. I4 and I7 we are combined it. I8 and I9 we are combined. Because the 3 sets having the same productions, but the lookout symbols are different. So because of the same productions, we combine both of them. We union of the terminal symbols, lookout symbols are considered. Right? results to the less number of the states. So first we have to consider the canonical LR groups, closure groups, and we have to find which groups have the same productions. So reduce them, and we combine the locate symbols, and then we construct the LALR parsing table. Okay. So with this, I'm closing this section. We'll discuss other topics in the next class. Thank you.
Like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.